Okay, so this next bit is what scene is this again? 1 second. It's scene 11, part 1, in which we play with Emem. Okay, so we have 340 to spend. You want to increase security by 3, bringing it to level 3. You want to increase psychology by 1, bringing it to level 4. And then you want to increase celerity to level 3. So that gives you 130 points remaining. So if you thought the previous one was brief, and it really was, we had to repeat it partially, but it really was brief. So if you head up this walkway, if you veer to the right, there's a toolbox. On top of it is a lockpicking tool. If you activate celerity, you can jump across this gap. There's a door here with a hand scanner next to it, but it's actually not active, so you can just run straight through. At the top of these steps, Emem will just stop for a moment as she takes in the scene. So this is where we just were as Leisha. Make sure the crane is where you see it being now. If not, then you didn't move it as Leisha. It's not end of the world, but it means that you miss out on an XP objective. So heading over to the right now, there's a door here. Pick the lock. There's a workshop area, and if you come over to this side, you can take an item from here. Run down this corridor. There's one set of stairs going up. You can ignore that. If you proceed far enough, you get a phone call from Saul. And then after that, you can move again. There's a set of stairs up to your left. To go up there, there's a little gate here that you can use to step over onto the crane. And then as you head toward the end of this beam, activate Auspex vision, and you can listen carefully to these two guards talking down here. Right, so that's done. I think that also counts towards the detective achievement, where you're trying to discover who the mole is, you know, which vampires betrayed you. So once that's done, return back to this long corridor, and at the end here, examine the door. You'll recognize that the gate can't be lockpicked, you need a code. I suppose you could hack it. We've not really put any points into that, and that's fine. Instead, enter code, and we can put in 0158 and then press V. That code comes from there, so you can see 0158. The path is fairly linear now. There's this little bit here, this maintenance area. There's someone been playing cards here, and you can take a club business card from there as well. At the end here on the left is a fire door. This is a point of no return. You can't come back through here, so make sure you grab everything you need. Head through. There's this prey here. You'll notice that she's looking into the distance. That's because we sent her up here as Leisha, if you remember. And we told her to look for the horizon or something to that effect. So she's kind of like under vampiric mind control to a degree. So feed on her, and we want to eliminate what? I think it's like 3 for hunger. Let's do 4. That will give us a caloric resonance, which is a celerity discount. And celerity is really what matters for Emem from this point onwards. So if you head over here to the gate, there's a box where you can turn off the fan. With it turned off, let's cross underneath. Neither of these doors are open, so, or unlocked, I should say, so go down. We're now going to head into some maintenance tunnels. If you head forward, you get another phone call. You could blink over there and inspect that corpse, but you don't really get anything for that. So head down the gap again. There'll be some people underneath these grates, and Emem will like automatically crouch, but you can just head forward normally. Nothing really changes. Okay, and then you reach a junction, rather. So let me just double check my notes, make sure I don't miss anything here. Yeah, so just head forward. There's a door on the left. You want to look down the hatch here, and there'll be an agent and a soldier. This agent leaves the room, and when he does, you can eliminate the soldier. So you see where it says spy there? That prompt will eventually change to say eliminate. So let's just wait for that. So he's leaving. Eliminate. And then we'll be talking to this agent. Our choices here will contribute to the detective achievement, so make sure you follow, as always, the options that I pick. So say he'd better talk. And then not yet, I've got some questions. That must succeed. It's pretty much guaranteed to. And then say, does he know anything about the traitor? What does he know about us? I don't have any more questions. And only if he holds his tongue. Cool, right, so he's down there, he's traumatized. I guess is the trait merciful. You want to head into this second office, the one that's adjoined to the first, and this red vase here, this container, if you pan the camera over it, you can see that we can take a key. It's very craftily hidden, very sneaky. So take that key, and then we want to jump up into the ceiling here. Head through the door. Now, as you head through this door, turn to your left, and you will see a vampire. That may look familiar from a previous scene. So it's very brief. That's the guy that we actually freed from Emem's scene number 4, I think. The one from the Warlock Chantry where we unlocked all of Emem's memories. If he appeared there, that's a really good sign because we need to defeat him later for an achievement. So, right, we're back at this junction. This time, turn right. You can see that wisp going up. Activate celerity vision and jump up. There's a yellow box here that we can open. We grabbed the key a minute ago. Press the button. You can now cross underneath the fan. You can ignore the first grate. Oh, sorry, I thought there were 2 grates for some reason. Inspect this grate. Now there are 2 documents here, but you first have to just press the read button. Oh, no. Activate all specs vision, and you'll have the option of reading the top one and reading the bottom one. You only want to read the top one. So it should say Progress Report number 8, Operation Swansong. That also counts to the detective achievement, I think. So now let's backtrack by going underneath the fan and blinking back down the gap. return back to that junction we were just at. And we want to head to where that vampire was a second ago, choosing to go down. This is a point of no return and the end of this scene part. Cool, so you should only have one trait, and that's Merciful. You should have a reward of 125 experience. If you don't, look through this success column and see what you might be missing. That should clue you in to what you may need to repeat. Cool. So that was super short, right? They're all roughly this length, some are even shorter. So we're almost done now with the game. You're almost there. Well, the campaign at least. We'll have to do some revisiting of scenes to mop up some last achievements, but we haven't made a duplicate save file for that just yet. I'll tell you when we'll be doing that. So I'll see you then.